Hey everybody, welcome back to another Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Symphogear AXZ. We got a comment here today, so let's see what people got to say. We got just another Josh from Patreon watching No Shadows in the Sunlight, saying, finally made the swap over from YouTube to Patreon today. Hey, thanks, man. After discovering your new tier, not now my long rants about how much I love Symphogear can reach you guys much quicker. I nearly left a comment on each episode as I caught up, but realized maybe that might be a little bit too much at once.
Doesn't bother me. I'd read it all, man.
We're here to read your stuff. So I'll just mention the most interesting thing about episode 8, the Unison song. It's never actually been named until this season, but that is the official name for the gimmick Kirika and Shirabe have always had. And their two songs blend together into one song, and both grow stronger when singing together. This episode has Cagliostro purposefully separate Kirika and Shirabe to stop Unison's power boost, but Maria and Chris are able to perform one to defeat her. My only complaint with Unison is that they don't go all the way and make the Unison song a blend of two characters' individual songs like Kirika and Shirabe always do. It's kind of just a normal duet, but I also get why they might not want to make a whole bunch of half songs designed to work together. That sounds like too much work. Either way, the resulting fight is so much fun to watch. AXE does spectacle very well, it's just filled to the brim with new powers and interesting combinations. And yeah, I think I could definitely feel that. It's a lot of work to set up the very cool and interesting kind of like song style blend that they do for Shirabe and Kirika. Doing it for every pair of characters would probably be too much.
Well, I mean, it would only be too much if you kept introducing new characters that you intended to stay. Specifically, new characters that are
Hmm.
supposed to sing, right? Because at the moment, the cast is, what, three, five, six?
Six.
Six singers? Hold on, let me just check the overlay real quick.
They don't
Let's
have to
see,
necessarily
over
start again
here we
unless
have
that.
three, and over here we have three, so six seems right. I mean,
3 plus 3? I'd probably six, yeah.
not counting obviously the villains that sing, but they don't have to.
Hmm.
So, I mean, not a lot of the villains anymore have to sing because only we don't have Fine anymore, right?
Yeah.
And we don't have who else sang on the villain side? I guess.
It was the team's villain Symphogears, but
Well, no, I'm trying to remember what's her name from the Alchemy season. The one that got merged with Elf Nine.
yeah, yeah.
What was her real name? 'Cause I want to say Chris, but that's not, it can't be right because Chris is our team. Carol. I knew it was a C name. Yeah, Carol sang, right? Carol was a singer.
She stole a whole bunch of songs, yeah. So she did a little bit, I think, or just played like her big harp mech.
Well, I know she was mainly an alchemist, but when she turned into an adult, I could swear I remember her singing.
I think you might be right, yeah. Still, it's cool. You know what actually might be like a good one-shot thing to do, which is to get like a villain duet kind of deal going on. Get like their unison
Well,
song.
we already get the somewhat or sometimes combination of past villain meets new villain, like
Yeah,
Dr. Veer meets Carol, right? I guess.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I guess technically that happened once. I mean, there hasn't been. Well, I mean, Fine
But Fear
kind of.
wasn't a singer,
Well, I mean, Fine made the face turn, right, and then sacrificed their eternal life. So they haven't had a chance to meet anybody else after that. And technically, in the whole spectrum of things, what were they called? The Carol's henchmen.
Auto scorers.
Yeah, we have an autoscorer here now. I'm calling them an autoscorer. They might as well be an autoscorer, even if they're not. That
Yeah.
technically is not connected to Carol, so they're not a follow along either.
Right,
Technically,
they're just a thing Alchemy can do. They
I
can make
guess
her.
technically Fine did meet this group in that when they were pirates, if you remember that flashback.
That is true. Sorry, I keep having to figure out where my dog wants to be.
Yeah, no, I'm just letting you do it.
All right. Uh, but I think yeah, we didn't have much opportunity for villain duets, and now the new trio is already broken up.
Well, I just meant that Fine was like our only singer. Eve Carroll didn't sing,
Mhm.
which means that there was no opportunity for a duet on the villain side because we don't have any other people singing.
Right.
And apparently, I guess, God, what was the name of the United States group of Symphogear people?
I don't remember. They're dead.
Well, I mean,
I know
maybe.
what you're talking about, though.
But yeah, I mean, we don't know if they like captured any other relics at some point to spread around and have secret, secret Symphogear people. But at the same time, even if they did, they haven't been going on adventures and doing shit that causes them to get weird upgrades and whatnot. So they wouldn't be at the same tier as our heroes are
Yeah.
to have a duet to fight them. It'd be like uh
Okay.
it would
No,
be
I
like
got.
original season Power Rangers villains trying to get into fight with the modern day Power Rangers team, which is what 20
Hilarious.
tiers up power scaling.
Okay, so here's the idea. So we got like our American faction, right? They managed to make some Symphogears. They get two of them, and they get to do their unison duet, and it's the Star Spangled Banner. And it is now the most ridiculous shit, and it's exactly what I would expect if they do it.
I mean, that wouldn't make any sense to me.
It would be funny. It would be.
Well, because the song has nothing to do with like nationality or anything. It has to be something about what you're doing in the moment and your emotions about what you're doing in that moment, and also has to regard the person you're fighting. Which is, I mean, those tend to seem to be the rules about
Mhm.
what they're singing about when you think about it. Like, no one's quite as ugly as you. I think it was a Carol line.
Yeah,
Like, not a Caroline, a Chris line. Sorry, one of our favorite songs
Chris
of
is
her
so
whole thing.
mean. Gosh, I love this.
Right, and it just doesn't seem like singing a national anthem would make any sense in this
It
world.
wouldn't. That's the whole point of that comment. But
Well, I guess that would be an
AXD has
episode
spectacle.
11 or episode 12 duet where stuff stops making sense.
Yeah. But AXE has spectacle. We already got the nuke once. I want to see it again. We just gotta see what else we get then, huh?
Are you asking for a second nuke to be dropped on Japan, Griff?
You know what? I might be actually. I'll be that guy.
I think this is not a joke that's going to play well to the audience.
Our audience knows exactly which nuke we just dropped. Adam's gonna show up again and do it again. It's inevitable, right?
I don't know. I literally do not know because we don't know what he's up to. We
Mhm.
know that the auto score thing is supposed to be aligning the stars or something.
Yeah.
To find something to do with the moon, I think, and that
Yeah.
Adam himself is like the head of the lodge, which, by the way, makes it sound like there should be other lodges, right?
Yeah.
You don't have
There's more alchemists out there, I think, implied within the show.
right, which means
And
that Adam is just one of many other people of the same level of power. But also the fact that oh yeah, I think we got left off with one of them. The girl now has to sacrifice her only remaining member because the other one's dead,
yep.
and it's supposed to
Uh
be the one that's already on her deathbed because she was so extremely hydrophobic that she exploded on contact with the water.
I forgot. I forgot. No, you're right.
It's the
Why did
Dragon
she
Ball Z.
explode?
It's that Dragon Ball Z abridged moment of where Vegeta slams into water, explodes, and comes back and says, "Why did I explode?"
I guess let's go ahead and quickly cover what happened last time then, just to get more familiar with the explosions. Uh but between the past and the future, that's just the present. The girls found the ultimate weapon against the Philosopher's Stone, that is the Fool's Stone. Later, Genjiro trains the girls in the training room in order for them to realize that they can't just rely on that stone against the alchemist. Meanwhile, even though Calixtro overheard Adam telling Saint Germain about sacrificing her or Prelati, Calixtro went out to destroy the Symphogears. The next day, Chris and Tsubasa went to a restaurant to meet with Stefan and Sonia. Just as Chris was about to say something to Sonia regarding the past, Calixtro ambushed Chris and Tsubasa. The rest of the girls showed up for battle, but Calixtro sent 4 girls to the subspace, leaving only Chris and Miria. Calixtro was about to finish Chris off. However, Stephen managed to save Chris and tells her, as well as Sonia, to stop thinking about the past and that he will live on for the better future. Thanks to Steven's words, Chris, along with Maria, activated their Ignite modules, only this time, Calixtro False Rope had no effect on it due to the Full Stone upgrade. Together, Chris and Maria killed Calixtro, when the rest of the girls returned from the subspace. Later that night, Tiki noticed Calixtro is dead, meaning that Adam will now sacrifice Prelate to complete the Ultra Ritual. But when Saint Germain tries to stop him, he warns her that she does not have the power of the gods to do so.
I forgot about subspace. That stupid thing that never amounted to anything. Let me search the entire universe for a speaker. Done. Did it. It's done. And also, let me put these other 2 people into subspace. Oh, I got beaten. They're out of subspace.
Well, subspace just exists to separate out characters so you can more particularly identify which ones you want to have in the scene. Because otherwise, you would have to engineer a wider scenario for, like, why aren't these 4 people here?
Again, let me search the entire universe for a speaker. Did it. Done. It's done.
Yeah, gosh. My superpower is to identify whole sound equipment in the room. But yeah, so that's about where we left off. Any thoughts about all of that, everything that happened?
Well, I mean, the major thing is the sacrifice.
Yeah. So we got 1 more to go. Sacrifice is gonna go down. It's gonna happen. I have no idea what's gonna happen when it happens. Is the moon just gonna like immediately fall down again?
I feel like we just clip that statement and just put it in at the end of every episode before we start watching. I don't know what's gonna happen when it happens.
But yeah, no, I think I'm out of things. Theta, you got anything?
Well, I've got a lot of things. Got an old root beer can here. Bottle of pain pills, always necessary.
Before we go ahead and investigate your desk, let's go ahead and get watching. But before we do, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, be sure to comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
Click the link down below, join the Discord, get in the conversation. Just get in there. Just get in that conversation.
追消滅の際に生じる反動のせいでギアのメンテナンスになってしまって。気にしないの。むしろ急ごしらえでよくやってくれたわ。ありがとう。
Already broke everything.
抱え込まなくていいわだかまりもすっきりできたしな。反動汚染の除去を急ぎます。頼もしいちびっこだ。クリスさんだって。ん？
There's so many things going on with her. It's like, wait a second. She's a child. She's a genius.
Well, she's not really a
she's
child. She's
technically doing a full-time job.
Not really a child.
Yeah, that's the confusing part.
She's an amalgamation of 2 different... Oh. Not even... Kind of she... Hold on. Well, I would say she's an amalgamation of 2 different people's memories. But... in one way she is, in one way she isn't. Because I think once you split your memories and then give them 2 different bodies, those 2 different bodies, and from that point on have their own experiences, which means
2 new individuals combined back into 1 individual.
Well, I mean, you start with the same base memories, except for the parts where you split and don't have share. But then the other person has their own experiences, and one has their own experiences, and then you merge back together, and then you have a weird combined base of like. You ever seen a time travel movie where the person remembers what happened in their original timeline, but they also get like overlaid this new timeline's memories at the same time? Kind of that sort of thing going on.
Stuff had like a scene exactly like that. It's like they're messing around the past. Guys, like, I don't remember that. Wait, no, hold on a second. I do actually.
Well, I think it also happens on like the butterfly effect, where He
Yeah.
changes things, gets back, and they're like, migraine, and then, it's all the memories coming back.
Mm-hmm. Insert Donnie Darko here. Anyway, continuing from there.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen Donnie Darko in 20 years.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, then I don't even remember seeing most of it. Like, it's all, like, snippets of, like, arguing with a PTA meeting, and then Rabbit on the front yard, and then getting killed by the aircraft engine.
Look, you can watch it from start to finish, and it'll still be just as confusing. Look,
Remember
let's
when
be
we
fair,
invented the
Tsubasa is hard to
holodeck?
work with. Now he just teleported places. Stop showing off.
Yeah,
Man.
he's just a straight-up ninja now.
His ninja powers are being
Of
flanderized.
the height of the Hida. No, it's just a clan.
Yeah, you're fighting buzzsaws, man. Best of luck.
Ninja Gaiden meets the Metal Man from Mega Man.
It's the crossover we all demanded, right?
I mean, what's your win condition here? I killed a man?
Whoops, killed the ninja.
I mean, you trained with Superman, which is your boss. So now you're here with the ninja. Because you couldn't beat Superman. I'm sorry, what are you singing? Did you see the lyrics?
Oh no, I missed it.
About with her skin on mine? We're gonna the hardcore of the lyrics.
Oh,
It's a holodeck, right? It's a holodeck. Fucking ninja. God, Naruto. Fucking Naruto. And it was a holodeck.
but where did he get the log?
The danger room.
Alright, we are building up a pair dynamic there. Okay. I thought Tsubasa was just forgot about for a second.
連携によるフォニックゲインの引き上げに失敗しています。
思わぬ落とし穴だったな。司令、内閣府からの入電です。繋いでくれ。やつきろ兄貴、何かあったのか。
神社本庁を通じて情報の提供。
I can't help but think they're live streaming their command portal. And those are all just bits being donated in the background.
They love their screensaver, man.
詳細については直接聞いてほしい。
Maybe that's just Genjiro's role. Let's go down the list. Thank you, Josh, for 200 bits.
気分転換も必要かもしれんな。
埼玉県の月神社？そこに何かあるの？
Saitama. You mean One Punch Man?
Oh, they're about to get the ultimate power. There you go.
Be a hell of a crossover. Saitama got his start in Symphogear.
So to be fair, the One Punch universe is kind of weird, but it could definitely fit these 6 in there.
You're trying real hard to make those English words fit on that badge and move with it.
I applaud the effort.
Well, I love it when it moved and it turned into Japanese again for a second, and then
本当の名前は思い出せなくて、ここの人たちが持ってたものからつけてくれた。私の誕生日もここに来た日にされたです。似た者同士仲良くするです。
Why is everyone a tragic orphan?
remember when the mom was a good guy?
ノコギリじゃないから車酔いですか？
She technically adopted them.
She only abused the kids because she had to, right?
およー、ここ狛犬じゃなくてウサギがいるのです。
The only person having fun.
I mean, they're here to hear a story, aren't they?
I gotta say, I do like the Shine theming.
いやー、皆さんお若くていらっしゃる。
もしかしてここの宮司さん？
はい、皆さんを見ていると事故で亡くした娘。
Which I just tell random strangers.
Oh my gosh, man.
That's a great icebreaker. Nothing warms people up like when I tell them about my dead granddaughter.
おいおい、私ら上からしてまで割とばらけた年齢差だぞ。いい加減なこと抜かしやがって。
冗談ですとも。単なる小粋な神社ジョーク。
This is awkward.
人付き合いに不可欠な作法。
Here, I happen to have some of her dresses from when she died. They fit you
初対
perfectly.
面ではありますが、これですっかり打ち解けたのではないかと。
むしろ不信感が万里の長城を築くってのはどういうことだ。
では早速本題
Reminds me of the James Acaster bit, right?
Sometimes you just meet dudes who have bits.
Build the ice right back up when you leave the conversation. Death comes for us all. Just leave the console.
The next time we meet, I will defeat you.
ここ月神社を含む周辺7つの氷川神社により描かれた鏡写しのオリオン座とでも言いましょうか。受け継がれる伝承において
The galaxy is on Orion's belt.
Look, we're gonna go to space, I swear it. Let's do it.
We've been to space.
We're going back.
カバリア光明結社の狙いと合致する部分は多く、無視はできない。
They want to pass through a gate that lines up with the shrines. Never mind, I'm hungry.
たたましいのです。うわ、私は至って真面目なのですが、私の中に獣がいまして。
You don't even pay attention in school, come on.
晩ご飯の支度をしましょうか。私の焼いたキッシュは絶品ですぞ。
そこは和食だろ。神社らしく。
ご好意はありがたいのですが、
ここにある古文書、すべて目を通すにはお腹いっぱ
I
い
mean, I'd pass just on quiche alone.
He's just good.
Says you.
Yeah, says me.
Yeah.
あのおたんち。
Yes, wine and milk. What better combo?
大祭壇の設置に足りない生命エネルギーはアーシたちから連成する。仲間に犠牲を強いるアダムのやり方が受け入れられない。きっとあいつは他にも何か隠して
Hey, the other girl's dead already, right?
まあ
Last episode.
女の勘だけどね。
Yeah.
女の勘ね。
The fan favorite.
生物学的に完全な肉体を得るため、後から女となったくせに一丁前なことを吠えるわけだ。
I don't know, if I thought I was perfect, I'd probably mention it all the time.
Yeah, like Cell.
門より譲る神の力か。
皆の協力もあって、神社所蔵の古文書よりいくつかの情報が得られました。敵がレイラインを利用した計画を進めているとすれば、対抗手段となるのはやはり要石かと。
要石。キャロルと
I don't know, you probably counter them with science.
それでもレイライン
You
の
know.
全面
Do
として
anything.
機能するはずです。
Or just disbelieve them hard enough.
パバリア光明結社に渡すわけにはいかない。何としてでも阻止するぞ。
無論、
Yeah, if they become actual gods, that might be a little problem, right?
I just can't take them seriously. Every time I hear Bavarian Illuminati, I think Bavarian donuts.
こんな夜更けに散歩とは。
They have mentioned that every episode.
悩み事ですかな。
一人で何とかできます。
それでも口に出すと楽にな
Despite
りますぞ。
2 or 3 seasons now, we still can't figure out how to work as a team.
でも私は
I gotta go back to that volleyball net.
何を隠そうここは神社。
I mean, this isn't even like about working as a team. She's just got something to get over here.
No, the whole danger room thing about working together. Wait, are you... Alright, I guess monks can have families, that's right.
若い方には馴染みのない作法。
Completely disregarded the whole dead daughter thing and saw the wedding ring and got thrown.
これはこれは。
しきたりや決まり事、誰かや何かに合わせなきゃいけないってよくわかる。
Ah, aren't we all? That's a mood there.
Look.
合わせたくってもうまくいかない。狭い世界での関係性しか私にはわからない。引け目が築いた心の壁が大切な人たちを遠ざけている。いつかきっと親友までも。
Yeah, your best friend is already synchronizing with other people.
I mean, you really should have introduced yourself to the priest who opened up to you about his dead daughter by telling him about how you were abducted as a child. Just hit raw with raw.
ですが壁とは拒絶のためだけにあるものではない。私はそう思いますよ。
ねえ、私人間になりたい。
Sure, let's add Pinocchio into the mix. Why not?
神の力が手に入ったらアダムと同じ人間になりたいって言ってるの。人形のままだとアダムの嫁さんになれないでしょ。子供を産んでポコポコ産んで野球チームを作りたいのよ。
Wow, we're really going... We're adding a lot here to this.
Ooh, at least it's a very actionable goal, right?
詳しく聞きたいわけだ。
繰り返してきたはずだよ君たちだって。言わせないよ知らないなんて。計画遂行の感情に入っていたのさ。最初から。
Adam feels like an isekai protagonist.
そんなの聞いてないわけだ。他に何を隠している。
I kinda get the vibe you're feeling from him.
Well, I mean, he's like super ripped guy with ultimate power and everything, right? And all he does was chill in a hot tub.
Can't believe he hurt the frog.
I would not be surprised to find out that his backstory was I used to be a 300-pound guy who sat around in my house all the time playing video games until I got isekai into the Symphogear world, where I gained ultimate power. Well, that's not a mock to any Hikikomori or Neat out there or anything. You do you. I'm just saying that's the typical isekai mix.
このまま住宅地に差し掛かることがあれば。了解です。対応します。
皆さんどちらへ？
調べ。師匠、今調べちゃった。
そちらにヘリを向かわせている。先走らずヘリの到着を待て。
シルシャガナでなら。
She's got wheels.
Yeah, she's technically the fastest one. Oh, well, I guess she owns a motorcycle, so too. No, you gotta blink when you merge.
I'm actually not sure how the giant ball and cup melds with the frog theme.
It's just a bunch of toys.
Why would she? You've never been on a talking basis with this girl ever in the history of the show. Up until now, they've just blatantly attacked you.
誰と組んでもでも私はキリちゃんとでなきゃ。人との接し方を知らない私は一人で強くなるしかないんです。一人で。
心に壁を持っているのだな、つくよみは。
壁。
Yes, walls aren't just about rejection. They also support the
私もか
roof.
つて亡き友を思い、これ以上失うものかと誓った心が壁となり、目を塞いだこと
Oh,
に
thank God you bring her up again.
奏さんとの。
Well,
Yeah,
we
let's
haven't
go back
talked
to
about.
season 1 here.
Let's say we haven't talked about Kanade since season 1.
相手を思ってこその距
It's
離
like she was super important, and then we forgot she existed.
それはきっとつくよみの優しさなのだろうな。
優しさ。
What is her goal right now?
優しいのは
I guess she's just trying to escape back to the
だから
others.
こうして気遣ってくれ
I
た。
mean, there's only one
Think
other
Jermaine, I
person.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one, sorry.
こいつはつくな。いい加減つけ回すのをやめるわけだ。グーの根も。わっきだ。
So the dancing that appeared in the upper left-hand corner, just telling you what's going
マ
on.
イクと住宅地に。いざ尋常に。
Literally, you just throw a bucket of water at her, and you'd be done.
I gotta say, like, as far as, like, fight settings for this show, we haven't done this before, so this is great.
Yeah, now this is the Final Fantasy VII Escape from Midgard fight.
神の力、そんなものは作らせない。それはこちらも同じなわけだ。
Good talk.
Yeah, well, they just agreed on the same thing.
Yeah. But we're still fighting. How can your power be water? You're hydrophobic. This makes no sense.
そんなのは切り開けばいい。
There's a residential area ahead. You've mentioned this. Stop wildly firing shit in front of you.
Fun fight music for them, though. I like their unison.
Well, I like how one person's main color is blue and the other's is pink, and it's kind of highlighting the other.
Mhm.
自慢に告げなくてはいけないわけだ。こんなところで。
Powers that we've always had.
It's entirely, like...
Powers that
This
we've
is
always
more-
had, but we never got into a fight on a road. Sorry,
Yeah.
the words were so important that I was trying to read them before I finished my thought.
Yeah.
Well, this is unfortunate.
Well,
I mean-
there goes the information they needed.
二人で掴んだ勝利だ。
Yeah, but I'm not rooting for you two now. I was rooting for her. She's like, oh no, our boss is trying to kill us. I have to warn my last friend remaining. It's a sad turn of events.
What a way to share that info.
'Cause, yeah, well, she's a bitch.
Oh my gosh, this is all a Frogger reference to begin with.
飛び出した。
急ぎ祈祷したまえ。シンフォギアに儀式を蹴取られる前。
カリオストロに続き、プレラーティまでも。
You're all that's left.
Yeah, this episode was actually very sad. I don't
Oh, yeah.
laughing all the way through, but the whole I've got to warn my friend that our boss is trying to kill us thing is like, I'm not rooting for our good guys to win here. So
There is a lot of Symphogear goofiness on top of what is basically, the villain drama. The entire villain group is like falling apart because of the information they're going to be sacrificed.
well, I mean more so I'd be back to rooting for them next episode because it was only in the context of this episode that any of that meant anything. Because now that she's dead, they're going to sacrifice Saint Germain, the last remaining one, to do the whole divine powers thing. And now it's just back to status quo, what the villain plot was. But in the hyper-focused narrative of this one episode, that girl had me on her side. And now she's dead. So
she had all the right motivation and the right angle and everything. Yeah, no, it was great.
Still doesn't make sense how her power was water.
You know what? I'm just gonna let some things remain a mystery.
I mean, I'm not, because it's funnier to harp on it than not. You know, it's like the science aliens. Want to invade a world made of water. And their weakness is water.
Oh no, what's this wood? I can't get past it. Oh no.
では、あの錬金術師の向かう先には
鏡写しのオリオン座を形成する神社レイポイントの一角が存在している。
ますます絵空事とは言えないわけね。
対策の打ちどころかもしれないな。
よかったら月神社にまたいらっしゃい。この老いぼれが生きている間に。
I died in a car accident like my granddaughter.
これを。
I'll be driving around a whole lot. Oh, you'll be back real soon.
Oh, that English text on white moving objects. One day we'll figure out how this works.
やっぱり不思議です。こんなの月なんて絶対読めないですよ。キリちゃん、置いてっちゃうよ。わかってるですよ。
Okay, Shira.
Alright. So
I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't recognize the episode ended. It just, I saw Shira pop up and it went away, and it must have been when the show ended.
So like, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, narratively, Saint Germain is like the more built-up, storied villain here, right? There's no way she's just going to die, and then we have Adam One Note show up and take the entire stage, right?
Why not?
I guess just because we don't have enough of Adam yet.
Doesn't mean anything.
We
started with
like
the
sympathize with Saint Germain here right now, right?
Doesn't mean anything. We started with the auto scorers, right? Last season, I mean. We started with the auto scorers, and then they all just fucking died. What's the last thing we did with the auto scorers?
I think they just kind of like threw themselves at the Symphogears and just completely flubbed it.
No. Last thing we did with the auto scorers was they got a couple of extras, all about them and their relationships with one another. We humanized them and made them sympathetic after we killed them. So it doesn't mean anything that Saint Germain is the character that we've got backstory for or might be sympathetic with. Can fucking die like in the auto score.
We're gonna have one hell of a tragedy in our hands, and you know what? I'm ready for it. We just had one. We're going straight into the next one. All the villains suffer. Let's do it. Let's see. Outside of that, and of course the mysterious water powers. What else you got in there, Theta?
Well, I mean, we're building up to something divine. Again, Adam. It's weird. Adam's
we
a
are
weird
right
guy.
back to challenging God, you know? I'm sure that's gonna work out this time.
Well, we don't know it's to challenge God. For all we know, it's to become God.
Yeah. You know, not the first time I've seen alchemists try to become God, but you know, whatever.
Well, I mean, certainly Adam beats Ed, in my view so far.
You know what? I don't think Ed has ever summoned a nuke out of nowhere, so yeah, I think he's got an edge up.
I mean, yeah, Adam did so much to do so little. Adam nuked a town to make a handful of gold. I'm assuming Ed could make a handful of gold on the spot.
Yeah, no. Full Metal Alchemist rules, you can just straight up do it if you want.
Right. So imagine if and everything that they do very easily in Full Metal Alchemist, Adam has to drop a nuke to do every time.
Yep. Oh, boy.
He's like Scar on steroids.
Oh, gosh. You know what? Even if he doesn't get godlike power, they still have no way to beat him right now, right?
We have no idea. he hasn't interacted with anybody else for us to know his weaknesses.
He's been on the bench the whole time, and we got to get him off the bench and onto the field. We're losing players left and right here.
I mean, for all we know, he's hydrophilic. That's why he's always in the bathtub. He just requires the water.
Look, you can only get your skin so smooth by taking those hot tub baths every day. All right, he's got a regimen to keep up.
I'm just saying we have no idea what he's about, so it's hard to gauge at where he stands. For all we know, they're gonna walk up to him, slap him, and he's gonna start crying because no one's ever done anything to him before. It's hard to tell.
we're gonna have like
Captain Hammer.
Yeah, Captain Hammer. I was like struggling to figure out what the first part is. Like, we're gonna have Captain Hammer. It's
This
like,
is
I've never felt pain before.
This is what pain
like.
feels like. I love that you gave me no hint what you were thinking about.
And you knew exactly.
Yeah, there was only one way this segue was going.
So next time we're gonna go ahead and go with a new musical, Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. So we'll catch you there. For today, this has been Stone Face Reactions. I'm Griffin. That's it. We'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone Face Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?